had weakened them.
We're immigrants from Nicaragua, and I understand the struggle of coming here. We were lucky enough that my parents got a visa, and then eventually I got my citizenship, and so did my parents. But we understand that people flee countries for reasons.
And it breaks my heart to know that they're treated worse here than they may have been back home.
And we can't have children in these environments where they can't develop properly, and you know, it's really inhumane if you think about it.
I think it's important to keep public awareness up. I think it's important to keep the pressure on. We care about how children are treated. We care about how immigrants are treated. We care about things like justice, equal protection under the laws, and the protection of human rights. Like, we care about basic human rights. So I think it's important to send that message and just to stand up for what we believe, and here to really protect the most vulnerable in society, which are little innocent children who literally have done nothing. They're innocent, and they deserve better.
The vast majority of the parents that we interviewed were told by the agents, by the Border Patrol or ICE agents, that they would be seeing their children again that afternoon after they came to court. And we had to explain to them that that was very likely not going to be the case, that their children might be at a shelter with other kids. So we tried to explain that. Those were very, very difficult conversations to have. Many of them broke down crying when we told them that, because the next question became, so if not this afternoon, when am I going to see them again? And we also had no answers for that.
And all the parents in that group, one by one, stood up and said, deport me, but let me see my child. Let me have my child.
It's laughable, it's absurd, it's any notion of justice or rule of law when you have a 2 or 3-year-old having to explain things to the judge. It's ridiculous. I don't think anybody can, in their serious mind, argue that that is judicial system of any way. Right now, the most challenging thing is for a parent or a child who's not in the system, meaning not with ICE and the child not with an ORR facility, then trying to establish if that child was released to a family member or deported. And if they were deported, trying to figure out if that happened along with their parent or separately, and that is very difficult.
I'm gonna ask you all to close your eyes for a second, to trust me and close your eyes for just a couple minutes. Take some deep breaths with me. Feel the power in this park.
¿De dónde son ustedes? ¿Y tú?
Guatemala.
No llores. Vas a llegar con... Mira, ella te va a explicar y te va a ayudar. ¿Cierto, Consul?
¿Qué va a pasar con su consulado hoy?
Papá. Papá.
Yo sé.
Ay, con mi tía por lo menos para que después llegue.
You can open your eyes. Have you heard that before? Raise your hand. Those are our children.
And the powerful thing about that audio is that you could hear them crying, but you could not see the color of their skin. And all babies cry the same. That moment when you hear those babies crying, the thought crosses your mind that it could be your own child.
But we're here to say, not a chance. Not a chance. They're betting on us going home and forgetting what is happening to families. Not a chance. 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 Not a chance.
Are welcome here.
Refugees are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Immigrants are welcome here.
No se desesperen, el pueblo aquí detrás de nosotros está con ustedes. ¡Sí se puede!
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
I think what everyone thinks, right? But it's horrible. Like, you don't have to have any politics involved to see how inhumane it is to take children away from their parents.
Until the very last one of these children is reunited with his mom, with his dad, I think the media, the public should not stop pressuring the government for accountability, for answers. Only now, more than a month later, since they started separating children from their parents, is the government coming up with a plan to reunite them. Before they took the first child, they should have had a very clearly established process to reunite them. They are only talking about reuniting them for purposes of removal. That means those who are going to be deported. But many of them are asylum seekers and the immigration process takes a while. So for any of them, there's still, as of today, no plan to reunite them.
Honestly, I look forward to taking a shower because I am dirty. I've been out in the sun, but it was worth every minute of it.